figure that out later, I guess. I'm just gonna click that too. Let me see. Let me see if it's working. Cool. And it's keeping all the old stuff. I don't know why. But hello to everyone in the chat. I don't know how to get rid of old chat. It's just there. I cleared it from my end, but it's showing up on the overlay. I don't know. It's there. But more of Caleb and Zayne, apparently, because Zayne is just taking over somebody else's story. Which is funny because I never got his cards. I don't think I got any of his 5-star myth cards, so I have no idea what his story is. So now he's in Caleb's, taking it over. Okay, sure. Be like that. Rude. Give me a second. Looking at it on what is happening. Odd. Well, I don't know what this is about either. I'll just... Anyway, Hearts Crossing. Yeah, sure. But what happened last time? Snake Guy attacked. And apparently Caleb is working with Snake Guy, who's working with Ever. Don't know who they are yet, because I skipped the story to just get to this. But apparently Caleb is working with them. And he's like, if you touch her, I'll kill you. Typical. When I wake up the next day, my head feels foggy and my throat is... Oh, you're sick? No. Maybe it's because it got caught in the rain yesterday, not the itchy throat. God. What are these for? What? As soon as I entered the living room, I stopped in my tracks. Boxes of various sizes that weren't there before are now here. Caleb rolls up his sleeves. He sits down on the floor and pieces something together from the scattered parts around him. Oh god, it's not IKEA, is it? Hate that shirt.
This place has been empty for too long, so I bought some stuff. Take a look.
Yes.
Do you need anything else?
Let's look at that plywood desk. Let's see. Let's get a look at that. Make sure you have all 20 screws. And also the extras, because sometimes things go rolling away. You don't know. It's okay, I'll only be staying here for a few days. Anyway, I need to go. Is he gonna kidnap you now?
Why? You don't plan to visit me anymore?
I think it's a little complicated since you live in the sky. It gets a little tough when you live in the sky. And I think our jobs are fighting or something. No, of course not. You live in the sky, dude. I rub my stuffy nose, disgusting. Content, Caleb smiles, wipes his hands, and gives the assembled robot a pat on the head. What?
Hello, Master.
Oh, I don't like that. The little robot's screen forms a smile and its movements produce a series of clink clanks.
When you're on the
Clank.
bed and glued to your phone, it can bring you snacks and drinks.
You should really do that on your own. You should get up and... It's fine. You can walk to the kitchen. The warmth in Caleb's smile is there to spy on you. Don't take it. The warmth of Caleb's smile makes me feel even more guilty. I'm sorry, if the fleet is just trying to protect Kevy, then I'll make it up to you once he's safe, I promise. Ah, yeah, they're lying to each other. Nice. I sit next to him and attempt to mask my nervousness with a pleading look. Caleb, I agreed to have dinner and watch a movie with some classmates in Skyhaven tonight. Can you give me a ride? It's not that far. You could take me there since your plane can just zoom. Kevy agreed to meet at midnight. But after careful consideration, I decided to head out early to avoid any problems. I made that suggestion to Caleb so he wouldn't overthink things. He's overthinking. Look at that face. He's doing it. I'm overthinking about this freaking zipper and why it's there.
You shouldn't go out. I can tell you're coming down with a cold based on your voice alone.
And she's coughing and rubbing her disgusting, leaking, stuffy nose. Yes, nasty. Do you have hand sanitizer and bleach?
Focus on resting today, so you can recover.
Dot, dot, dot. Caleb opens another box and busies himself again. What is he putting together?
There's a weird energy fluctuation in the deep space tunnel. All the wanderers in Skyhaven are riled up because of it.
Lovely.
To ensure everyone's safe, Skyhaven will be under lockdown tonight. We'll be doing a cleanup.
Oh no, what's gonna happen with Kevy? Dr. Zayne needs your help. You're gonna have to come in again. Isn't eliminating wanderers supposed to be a hunter's job? What kind of threat could possibly warrant a large-scale operation response from the fleet?
Doesn't matter. Since the fleet is in charge of
Secrets.
Skyhaven, safety is our highest priority.
Secrets. What is it? He pauses and looks up.
I won't be around tonight, so don't even think about going out. Got it?
She's going out. You have a robot to spy on her, so whatever. But let me pretend to be sick how my dad did. And then he would just moan and groan for forever. Until he realizes no one's really listening, and then he stops, and then when we speak up, he does it again. This isn't good. I need to get Kevy out of here. It'll be a quick get together? You're hanging out. I don't think a hangout's gonna be quick. Pretend to give in. He's not gonna fall for it, but do it anyway. Meeting Caleb's gaze, I pretend to give in and purposefully let a bit of reproach tinge my voice. Fine, I'll stay here. I can't exactly disobey the Colonel's orders, huh?
You also can't lock yourself in your room so that you can sneak out through the window later.
Okay. This isn't our old house, and even if I did climb out the window, I wouldn't get very far. We are in the sky. The sky. We're in the sky. Hello. Seemingly uninterested in arguing, he ruffles my hair.
I'll take you to meet your classmates tomorrow.
You're so nice. Look at those eyes, though. He responds with a smile. It's the same one I've always seen, but his gaze is a little too cheerful. He's hiding something. So are you. Everyone's lying to each other. This is a great basis for a relationship. Perfect foundation. Built on lies. And experiments and powers and past lives and all that stuff. Caleb, please be honest with me. Is the cleanup tonight related to the explosion?
You're overthinking it.
No, I'm not. It's exactly what you said it is. He looks away and pretends to study the sketch. I grab his chin, forcing him to look at me. You're lying.
What about you, then?
I gotta fill out a form for my D&D character. It's due tomorrow. I gotta remember to do that. What about me? Night Owl, what's up? More of Caleb and probably Zayne. He calmly grabs my hand and reveals the gun I have put at my waist. Why do you have a gun on you inside of his house? Other than you being a hunter?
Why do you need a gun at a friendly get-together?
I'm a hunter. It's so I am prepared for wanderers whenever they come. Duh. A hunter never goes anywhere unprepared, even though I'm supposed to be undercover, not as a hunter. That's because I'm worried about encountering a wanderer. See, you should have been a little bit better with that excuse, but yes, always prepared to fight a wanderer. What do you think of Caleb so far? He is adorable. I think, was it you who said he's too clingy? He does seem clingy, but he is adorable. I hate his shirt. But I also, like, I'm just looking at how he moves. I'm seeing some Raphael stuff and I'm seeing some Xavier stuff, and it's all mixed into his animations. Raphael, he does that little quick look thing, and so does Caleb. And right now how Caleb is looking around is kind of what Xavier does. The downcast, looking up, looking around, looking back. This. He's possessive. That's hot. But that shirt is not. His grip on my wrist tightens. Well then, talk about possessive.
Don't forget about the ether core in your body. You're not a normal hunter. And the whole explosion incident is complicated. One wrong move, and you'll be trapped here forever.
Okay, like in jail? The fleet isn't here just to investigate the explosion, right? Are you hiding something? Like you're hiding something? In the tense silence, the small Otto is oblivious as it continues making noise, just walking around. After what seems like an eternity, he suddenly lets go.
Sorry. Do you remember what I said?
No. No, not sorry. Nope, what?
Leave it to me. I won't break my promise to you.
Was that what you said? Or what was the promise? My lips tighten to a thin line, and the increase in body temperature that I've been fighting hits me. A fever or... I slowly lean back and sink into the sofa. By his looks, he's like a mixture of Raphael and Zayne. His eyes are so Raphael. But you know I would always say my man's eyes are better. Are his eyes like Raphael's? Yeah, Caleb's a mix of a few people.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have upset you.
Caleb kneels, he takes my wrist, the one that he grasped earlier, and massages so many S's. Massages, got it, massages it with his thumb.
But tonight's operation isn't just a normal patrol. You're unaware of the dangers here.
He's basically saying, shut up and listen, and just stay here. Stop being stupid. His earnest gaze follows mine as I try to look away. For some reason, this version of Caleb feels like a stranger. I like this version of Caleb. This one is pushy and feisty. How can you not like this version of Caleb? He should be in his uniform with the riding crop. Or whatever it was. I had a riding crop. It broke. It had a little heart on it. I got it to go with my nun costume. Do you really mean it?
Cross my heart.
That's a pinky, but sure. Make a pinky promise. Pinkies. You made a promise to me. Don't forget about it. Because I'm going to forget about it. Oh, that bed looks so comfortable. I would plop down on that with the iPad and just have the iPad play an audiobook by my head. I'm sorry, is this 2 degrees Celsius outside? Are you trying to kill me? Why do these look like horseshoes? Ew, horseshoe lamp. We have been kicking ass during his away time, and he treats us as a rookie. He hasn't seen you kick ass, really. Except the one time you fought together. But look at this bed. I love the amount of blankets on it. Only when my phone gives me a no service message do I realize how thorough Skyhaven's lockdown is. Outside, the darkness cloaks the scenery with the trees' shadows. When it's 11 p.m., I hear the faint creak of a door opening outside. After silently counting to 30, I quietly get out of— why would you get out of this nice bed? When it's 2 degrees. Not the bed. Oh, the bed looks so comfy. I don't want to leave the bed. No. 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 If I was him, I would walk to the door, open it and close it, and then just wait. Not even leave, just wait. No one's here. Only a single wall lamp illuminates the room, and the furniture shadows are plastered on the house's white walls. I let out a sigh of relief and try to find my gun that Caleb put away. He took your gun?
Looking for something?
Ha! He did do that. Ooh, uniform. Caleb, you're still here. You didn't wait long enough. 30 seconds? 30 seconds. That's what a child does. 10 minutes. Caleb stands behind me, his arms crossed. The light casts irregular patterns on the floor.
I was about to leave.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, I'm getting something to drink. Dehydrated, favor, you know. A cup that's filled with water floats to my side, along with 2 white pills.
You were coughing a lot during the day. Did you catch a cold because of yesterday's rain?
Didn't you say that I was coming down with something? Did you forget that? It's just a small cough and a tiny sore throat and a little bit of a fever and a stuffy nose, so it's nothing. Is it frozen? Did it freeze?
Take some meds before you go back to sleep.
It did freeze. Do I have anything running that I don't need running? Make it a little bit easier. MC always acts like she needs to be doing something. I'd be laying in bed all day doing nothing, right? Got 5 men at your beck and call. Just lay there. His gaze is calm and gentle, showing no signs of discontent. It's as if my pitiful lie fooled him. Okay. I won't let him worry about me tonight, at least. I put the pills in my mouth and wash it down with the water. Nope, I can't do that. I've emptied the cup in one go. Nope, I will choke on this pills, guaranteed. The ticking of the clock's second hand echoes in the dimly lit room, emphasizing the silence between us and our mingling breaths. Sorry, are we on his face now? How close are we? Why are we mingling? Why are the breaths mingling? Hello, thigh holster. Without thinking, I avoid his gaze. I hesitate for a moment before heading back to the bedroom. Good night, thigh holster.
Good night.
Yeah, see ya. You're wearing your shoes inside.
Hey.
Ooh. I don't like that she doesn't have a bonnet on her head.
If I kept you here with me like this, would you think I'm being too selfish?
It's probably illegal. That's kidnapping. Imprisonment?
But it's only us now.
Okay.
Let's say I had noticed these threats that were lurking around you earlier.
Figured that.
Knowing then what I know now, none of this would have happened, right?
Looking like Silas right there. Cleanup operation.
Don't worry. This nightmare will come to an end. I promise.
Caleb, I like you, but you gotta stop doing this creepy shit. A challenge? Jeez. I don't even know if I am up to what's 17. I don't really have cards. Oh, if I can use this anybody, I'm set. Why am I no. I have this one. How'd you use that? Elaine, what's up? Yandere? I don't know. That's my thoughts on him. You're not the only one with those thoughts on him. That is the thoughts of many. I do have that one. Alright. Yeah, thank you. Better use that one. See? Night Owl says labeled as a yandere. Is Xavier also a yandere? Because he gets a little crazy, jealous of cats and children. I think I may have to lower the volume because the battles can get really loud. Let me do that. That should be full screen. Yes? Is it the full screen? It is a full screen. Not changing the overlay. Okay, good. Yeah, you're just paying attention. Fight alongside my... Oh my god, I should have changed him. Is it not working?
Come, my shark. Here's our chance.
Why is it not working?
Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here. I'll take it down in one go.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
Nice.
No chat overlay then.
This is all too easy.
Not even a challenge.
Well, there you go. Xavier's just as freaky deaky at times. Oh, might as well just keep that up then. 19 pursue. You know, I'm changing this. How about that? How do I do this? How do I change companions? That one. Nope, that did not work. Is it not letting me change from Raphael? Because I don't want to use Raphael. Fine, whatever. Auto-equip? Well, never mind. This? Oh, there we are. Got it. Take that, and we still have a red one. Nah. Why is it struggling? So, are you okay? There you go.
Let's bring it down together.
Comet trail.
I'll use this move then.
Okay.
Savior.
I'm here. Step back.
Instant
Savior.
death with the sword.
Pay attention to its movements.
It's time.
Here we go.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
They're not dead?
You're on a roll.
I'm surprised they're not dead.
Be careful not to get hit. It's done.
You got it,
Everything
Your
went well.
Highness. Exit. They usually do it in threes? Is it threes? Yep, third one. Let's use somebody else. Probably Zayne. But what was it? Red and do you have red? Do I have a red for you? No. I have a red, but I haven't touched it. So, no, probably Zayne. Zayne should have a red. I worked on these people too hard and long. There's no way you don't have a freaking red. I just got through most of my 4-star memories, and now I'm going through the 5-star memories and getting them to 40.
This might be a long night.
Oh, this works. This is perfect for him.
Here
Ice
it
against
comes.
ice.
Watch out. With our combined strength.
Here I go.
Keep your distance from it.
I love being
I'm
able to
getting
sit
ahead of
here
us.
and just watch the show.
Eat this.
But that thing looks like a Pokemon.
It's dangerous. Come back.
My turn.
It is falling apart.
Everything went well.
It's dangerous. Come back. And then get drawn into it. Have you pulled for the current banner? The mullet? The mullet guys? I tried, but I only got a 5-star for Silas, so I'm like, I'm done. We're done with the fighting, right? It's a parking garage? Only thing about autoplay is MC sucks at dodging. Oh yeah, definitely. Good thing is we're way overpowered right now, so it doesn't matter. I mean, 17, 19, good God.
Why are you staring off into space? Mission's over. But hide the blood on your sleeve before heading inside.
Oh, we're gonna see what happened? How'd you live? What would you do? Why did you save Grandma?
Since you're a grown-up now, I won't cover for you this time.
No, stay where you are, Caleb. Oh, we're just having a fever dream. I open my eyes only to be greeted by warm sunlight on my face. It casts a dazzling, hazy halo. So what about the child that you were supposed to smuggle out? It's gonna be a problem. Were you not able to contact Zayne at all? Did Caleb take your phone? As my vision slowly clears, all I see is the snow-white ceiling above. What is this? What kind of light is this? I kind of like this. This is nice. It's still 2 degrees. It was all just a dream. I sigh, rubbing my pounding temples. I feel drained, my body heavy. Last night, I was supposed to act like I was sleeping, but somehow I got dizzy and actually slept. It's called drugs. I don't want to say he drugged you because cold medicine can make you sleep. So that's probably what he gave you. I wouldn't trust it. Random thoughts race through my mind and I grab my phone. The screen shows I missed many calls, all from Zayne. Yep. I called it.
The hospital can't reach his guardians, which could be a problem. I'll have everything arranged by tomorrow night at the latest.
Okay, I'll bring him to you at that time, only I didn't because I was knocked out with drugs. Oh no, Kevy! Yeah. I dial his number, but the call never connects because he turned into a wanderer or something. I put on my slippers and rush to the door while texting Zayne. That's dangerous. Next thing you know, she bumps her hip. As I open the door, a barrage of loud news alerts bursts forth as morning sunlight casts a gentle glow on the floor. I change and run into the living room only to smack right into a solid chest. It's always a solid chest or the hard plane of a chest. It's one of those. In the Chinese translation, it says he gave us medicine tablets. The English translation says pills, which insinuates drugging us. It does insinuate that. But cold medicine does come in pills. I don't know why anybody would take it, but they do. I prefer the syrup. Goes down smooth.
You're awake.
Oh, hi. The hard chest, solid frame you have. Hard plane of the chest. Caleb emerges from the bathroom. Please tell me you wash your hands. Steam is still coming. Okay, so... That reminds me of Fire Emblem. Where you had to blow them. Because they were still steaming from bathing. You had to blow it to the DS. And I would go to work and said, I just blew my husband. I'm surprised I didn't get fired. For the crap I say. I hold my phone and step back, meeting his surprised gaze. I feel my heart pounding in my chest. When did you get back? It's morning. Take a guess.
Around the crack of dawn.
He casually dries his hair with a towel and walks to the dining table. Not into the dining table. That would hurt. He grabs a piece of toast.
Why are you in a rush to leave?
My friend that I was supposed to meet. I come to my senses, scramble for a decent excuse. Something came up. I won't be back for lunch. Zayne wants to hang out. Mention Zayne. Come on. Let's... You need to get better at lying.
You need a ride?
Yeah? No, I'll be back before the sun sets. Sneeze. Sneeze. Nope. Oh, Kevy! Syrup medicine traumatized me. They never taste good. They taste just fine to me. I saw that side glance. What the hell? Why is he side-eyeing me? I freeze, staring somewhat incredulously at the screen in the middle of the living room. The missing kid has been found?
Yep.
Yep. He takes a bite of his toast as he approaches me. I feel like I'm being threatened. He places one hand on the back of the couch, his eyes looking over the news.
During last night's operation, they found him in a small garden, not far from the blockade. Oh, and he was holding a fragment of what appeared to be an ether core.
I don't know if you know this, you definitely know this, but this is what we saw.
He's okay, and the fleet's currently holding onto that shard. If you're really worried, I'll keep a closer eye on his medical updates for you.
I see. Technically speaking, I should have felt relieved that Caleb found him. But there's this weird tension in the air still, weighing down on my heart like a dark cloud. Once Kevy's condition stabilizes, they should allow visitors, right? I want to see him.
Sure thing, Pipsqueak. But why the long face?
Why you call me Pipsqueak, bitch? Caleb used to be against me getting involved in anything related to the explosion, yet he's suddenly cool with it. He's in control now. I think Kevy would be better with Zayne. Zayne is a good doctor. If this whole thing really was just an accident, a series of coincidences, then I should feel okay about it. I'm worried about him. The question I still want to ask remains in my mouth. I take a deep breath to calm myself, notice the faint scent of something metallic. Almost drowned out by the fragrance of a shower gel. It reminds me of blood. I grab his hand. Did you get into a fight during last night's cleanup? Are you hurt anywhere? Rebecca, what have I missed? What have you missed? Him being creepy and possessive. Gave us pills, cold medicine, sleeping pills, whatever. Then came into the room, grabbed the hand, held it to his face, and it's like, I should keep you here for forever. And then he left. They found the kid that we were trying to smuggle out of here. So now the kid is in the fleet's custody. And we don't like that. That's basically it.
I'm A-okay.
You sure we could give a thorough once-over? Just, you know, just to make sure there's no bruises. I thoroughly check his hands to ensure there are no injuries. You need to check under the shirt, because usually people punch the body. You need to check the body. Check that body.
Really, I'm fine.
Check those abs.
But
All of a sudden, a cold hand touches my forehead.
looks like your fever's gone.
I had a fever? Oh my god, are you dense? Or are you playing dense?
As soon as
I can never
got back,
tell.
I heard you calling out to me in your sleep. So I figured I'd make sure you were doing okay. Was it a nightmare or something?
Oh, yeah, she did have a nightmare. He kissed and sniffed our hands whilst we were asleep. That too. It's nothing. Maybe it's because I've been pushing myself too hard lately, or maybe it's the nightmares from this morning. Either way, I feel anxious. Oh no, poor kid. Wait, he drugged us? He gave us pills to take. This is where it gets a little wonky because the main character is clearly sick and for some reason is way too stupid to notice that a stuffy nose and sore throat and what else was she feeling? And some coughs meant that she wasn't sick. So he did give us pills, which I take as cold medicine, which I'm never taking pills because I'll choke on them. So it's really, I guess it's up to however you interpret it, if it's drugging or if it's just you being given cold medicine, which should knock you out because that is the only reason why I'm taking cold medicine is to go to sleep. What this girl who knows? A lot of things go over her head. Which made us asleep so that we wouldn't get Kevy to Zayne. Didn't make you sleep. I glance at Caleb, who's grabbing a jacket. He nudges my shoulder to direct me elsewhere.
Why don't you wash up first? I didn't get a chance to take you somewhere yesterday. Do you want to go out today?
I hesitate, and before I can nod, the phone vibrates. Caleb smells sus. He smells like blood. He smells metallic. So like blood.
It's me. What happened?
I want something like that. Phone vibrates, touch your earpiece, it's me. I would answer like, what? And then get yelled at for answering the phone like that.
What's going on?
The kid, he turned into a wanderer. The voice on the other end of the call wipes the smile off Caleb's face. His brows furrow. Oh my god, why was that hard?
All right.
What's wrong? It's Kevy. It's Kevy?
Mia passed away.
Wait, what? Why? She was recovering. That is not who I expected to hear news about. Are you sure? You got the right twin? I know it's hard to mix them up, but I don't know with you people. Sunlight hits the ground, but its chill creeps up. Wait, what? Now, how'd that happen? And how long is our vacation? She was murdered. You do burial still? I think it's time to cremate. According to the documents I read, Mia went into septic shock because of her burns. They couldn't save her. Wouldn't they... I feel like preventative measures would be taken for that. Or is it because she's so young they couldn't do that? Like antibodies, just in case. Like, put them in there. R.I.P. Mia. Guess who's here to watch, lads? And a task to avoid. Alright, what are you guys avoiding? We can't be procrastinating. Zayne examined Mia's emergency treatments record, which perfectly matched the fleet's public statement. The medical records are thorough. It's almost as if they're hiding something. Besides, no one actually witnessed Mia's death. In a hospital? After the academic conference ended, Zayne retrieved the classified file and departed with the medical team. He took these mysteries with him. Well, we're not going to see Zayne anymore. He left. And once he confirmed my safety, he didn't ask any more questions. As for Kevy, whoever went to such lengths to find him clearly wants him alive, for now at least. Don't be too hard on yourself. But the story doesn't end there. The remains of the siblings' parents were found aboard the small vessel Joseph had taken, which further proves his involvement. Everything just fitting so well. Like, all these pieces are falling into place. My lad's title is literally Unstoppable Procrastinator. Yes, I can. The Far Space Fleet stepped in to address public concerns and quickly arranged an adoptive family for Kevy, who are definitely high-ranking fleet officers or something. Yes. Everything progressed at an unnaturally rapid pace, their flawless response too perfect. It was like watching a chess game where every move had been planned in advance. So they capture Kevy. Yup. Mia suddenly dies. Yup. Something is going on. Yup. Oh my god, stop procrastinating, people. It's bad. And this is me saying it. Who's always putting off projects to last minute and then staying up till 1 in the morning getting it done. But that's when I do my best work, gotta say. Is the explosion incident a result of the fleet's negligence? Oh. Already voices. Dude, you're speaking so low, my god. Has the fleet taken any steps to reflect on its actions with a full-scale lockdown faster? Full-scale? Am I stuck here? Are there any new protocols in place? I need to get out of here. Girl, you gotta get out of here or have Silas smuggle you out. Jojo Potato! Thirst time. Beyond the barricade tape, reporters and photographers with cameras of all sizes gathered together. Yet it's eerily calm in front of Mia's grave. Maya. Damn it. Exactly how I'm going to memorize my set, learn how to do eyeliner, and do falsies? Eyelashes? When the funeral ends, the crowd disperses. Kevy stands alone by the tombstone, fiddling with the black armband that continues to slide down. His face is smooth and boyish. There are neither crystals nor grief. Kevy, you good?
Miss?
Oh yeah, there's no crystals. He looks up at me, studying my expression before revealing a smile.
Yeah, the professor has been very nice. I'm moving to a new place soon.
Who? You talking about Zayne? False eyelash clusters. Got it. The professor? Is he the one who adopted Kevy? I'm sorry, I planned to show up that night, but if I had found you sooner...
It's okay. The fleet found me in the end.
He speaks before I can continue, his expression almost devoid of emotion. He's composed. But I thought you said you didn't want to go to the fleet? Something's still off. Kevy manages to avoid being detected, even when they did thorough searches. The fleet didn't find him right until...
Don't worry, miss. I'll be okay in my new home. I'll miss my sister.
Really? I don't think that's what happened. Are you Maya? Nobody saw her die. Caleb got into a fight. Kevy stayed hidden until he couldn't stay hidden anymore. No crystals are on this person, but also no burns, so... I'm suspicious. Sorry, kid, I got drugged by my childhood friend who's also in love with me. He speaks as if he's stating a fact, and why would a person be sad about something that already became a fact? It's as if I'm the one who's not quite ready to face reality yet. I push down the sadness bubbling inside me. I give him Lucia, who's been cleaned. Here's the plushie Mia left behind. Mia? Which one is it? It should stay with its owner. Kevy frowns. He glances at the photo of the tombstone surrounded by flowers and toys, as if trying to figure out who the person is.
I don't like toys,
Oh, that's too bad.
but because it's from you, I'll take it.
Uh-huh. The confusion in his eyes only lasts a moment. When he looks up again, he has a serene smile on his face. Hey, Caleb! Are you in your suit? After Kevy heads off with his new family, I stay where I am. Then I hear a familiar voice behind me. Hello, uniform. Where are you going? Where he go? He gets on screen, then walks off. Zayne and I like toys. It's a teddy bear that can record things. Caleb tips his hat and sets down a fresh bouquet by Maya's?
I'm sorry.
Ew.
Some fleet business got in the way.
It's okay, as your, I don't like this word, assistant. It's normal for me to represent you when needed. Has Kevy been drugged? Something's off with Kevy. Which is why I'm wondering if that even is Kevy. They are twins. Boy and girl twins, but they are twins. Calm down, chat. Talking about toys. For a long time, we stand there, silently observing the bright smile on the tombstone.
How's Kevy doing?
He's doing almost too great to be true.
Maybe the kid's just putting up a front. So, he hasn't really come to terms with his family and sister being gone from this world.
That can't be right. The doubt echoing in my mind almost escapes my lips. I slowly close my eyes and calm down. In less than 2 days, Kevy's condition completely changed from what I saw that night. This must be the fleet's doing. It seems an unseen force pushed for the rapid completion of Mia's funeral and Kevy's adoption. Does this mean Caleb knows what's really going on? Yes. Many adults struggle with tragedies such as these. I can only imagine what it's like for a child. Picking up on what I'm saying, Caleb gives my shoulder a comforting squeeze. He looks like he wants to say more, but he just lowers his head. There's a bit of sadness in his eyes.
Don't be too disheartened.
Okay. Blink. Ever since the explosion, everything has been wrapped up too well. The wind pushes one of the toys near the tombstone. It rolls and stops at my feet. Are you wearing stilettos? Like the pointy stilettos? The really nice shoes that's really hard to walk in and really hurts your feet but looks really good. Caleb bends down to pick it up. He dusts it off and his insignia gleams silver under the dim light. I play with the hem of my shirt and hold back the questions itching to escape my mouth. I've known Caleb for a long time. I shouldn't doubt him without any evidence. Yes, you should.
Let's go. We can relax somewhere else.
Hot spring. No, well, apparently not. Another call.
Colonel?
The communication device on Caleb's wrist vibrates. He grimaces.
What is it?
There's a large group of reporters outside. They're making a scene.
Ooh.
I'll see what's going on.
Yes, Colonel.
What does he have to do with reporters? You don't have a PR person? Go ahead, I want to spend more time with Mia.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Doubt him. Press X to doubt. Just as he's about to leave, I stop him. I want to ask something. I look into that familiar gaze. Letting go of the hem I've been clutching, I smile at him. No matter what happens, I can always trust you, right?
Of course.
He moves his arm, seemingly about to ruffle my hair, yet he stops instead, pats my shoulder. He doesn't want the dirt on his hand to get in my hair.
Wait for me.
Doubt. As more people leave, the cemetery quiets down. I go for a stroll, walking along a gravel path. I'm closer to the exit. But the questions I couldn't bring myself to ask keep flooding my mind. If the Farspace fleet were the ones who caused the explosion, what could their motive be? How much does Caleb actually know? Everything? Is there some untold story to how he became a part of the Farspace fleet? Bish, if you already have to ask, you already know exactly. Is it related to the Aether Core fragment? Is that why the fleet was desperate to get their hands on Kevi? But if it was just about the Aether Core fragment, they wouldn't have rescued him, unless
the kid has something more valuable.
Ew, can you go away? He's more fishy than Raphael, and that's really fishy. Man's god of the sea. A cool breeze interrupts my thoughts. I turn around and see a dark figure behind me. He leans against a tombstone, his tongue darting in and out like a snake. Can you do that not here? Cracks and blotches decorate his face. And Raphael's a literal fish man.
In this world, a lot of people want an ether core.
Why?
But only a select few can handle its power without being devoured.
Oh, I remember that word.
And finding individuals like that is incredibly rare.
Why are you here? God, can you leave? Raphael is a dignified and honest fish man. I wouldn't go with honest. He doesn't like cats. That's a problem. People that don't like cats don't like people who have boundaries. It's you again.
You're not even pretending to be surprised.
Can you just shoot him? You're already at the cemetery. Does half the work done. Some people are simping for Viper. I don't get it. I also don't get it. It might be the lip ring. And the jewelry. As long as he doesn't speak or have a character, I get it. But he has all that, so I don't get it. Why are you here?
To kill you, obviously.
Raphael's a whole serial killer with a bounty and black market connections. Damn. He does have a bounty. That was so funny. How lame. Ignoring his bluff, I pull back my gun. Who are you? Are you one of Ever's assassins or just someone who's interested in the Aether Core? Aether Core. Which one?
You managed to avoid the correct answer.
He smirks, his expression showing no signs of being amiable. He holds out his hand to me. No! Don't touch that. It's covered in goo.
Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Caleb's friend. You can call me Viper.
Okay, shoot him. Seeing how I don't react, he shrugs and takes back his hand. Are you implying that what happened to Kevy was caused by his ability to use the Aether Core?
Don't be too suspicious. Though, seeing you be manipulated like this is annoying.
It is, though.
I'm here to lend a hand.
I agree with Viper there. It's very annoying. How slow she is on the uptake.
Don't you want to know what the Fleet and Caleb are really up to?
Call animal control. That would work. What makes you think I'll believe you over my childhood friend that I grew up with, who has definitely changed since I last saw him? When I express my doubt, he's caught off guard.
Fair point.
Is there really a body in that grave? Can we dig it up? While we're talking, the faint hum of a car drifts from the cemetery and extends over the wall. I look in its direction. The rear window slowly goes down. Kevy waves at me. An iron fence between us. I can't discern who the person is next to him. It's probably his new guardian.
What a lucky kid. Saved from the fate of being a normal person. It's better to dance to the tune of the strong than live a plain life.
When MC is in Caleb's timeline, she's dumb and unhinged. Isn't she dumb in all of them? To an extent.
A pawn is still a pawn, but they have a chance to survive to the end of a large chess game.
I think we will see more of Raphael's badass side, cause end of chapter 8. I don't think I'm in chapter 8. Am I even in chapter 5? Where am I? Did I finish chapter 4? Did I even start chapter 4? I have no idea. What have you done to him?
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
A hint of mockery flicks in those gray eyes that are fixed on me.
Don't you care about him? Go and see for yourself.
Is he just going to become a wanderer? Without realizing it, I catch a small, shiny object that was hurtling towards me. I open my palm and see a uniquely shaped disc. You'll know if you did chapter 4. I guess I didn't. You went Dark Raphael? I did went Dark Raphael. Dark Raphael's exciting.
Tomorrow afternoon, Shell 7, 93rd Azure Way Road.
I remember you finishing it though. Is that where he turned into a merman? That figure sways with the wind before instantly vanishing like mist. This one. No, this. What is the. Okay. So 7. I'm in 7. Going into 8. I don't know why I'm... Chapter 4 is where Caleb makes an explosive exit at stage left. Okay, yeah. Looks like I did 7. And I'm in 8. Bonfire. Oh, okay. Bonfire, this one, this one. Is this when they were underwater? I think that's when they were underwater. And he had to save her, dumbass. Chelsea? Wait, who? Chelsea 7? 93rd Azura Way Road. Who came up with this address? After the underwater. A beautiful and secluded villa sits... Villa? Okay. In a white veil, it's impossible to tell whether the building is surrounded by mist or flowing clouds. Chapter 8 is everything that happens just before you meet Silas. Oh. The signal Jammer Viper gave me allows me to silently scale the back wall and enter the courtyard. Are you sure this isn't smoke? The tree's shadows cast diagonal lines across the grass and meticulously trimmed shrubs. The wrought iron fence enclosing the entire space resembles a carefully crafted prison. What exactly does Viper want me to see? Walking around the tree's shadow, I notice a familiar figure standing in the center of the garden.
Miss, you're visiting me.
Oh wow, you shouldn't be seeing me. He smiles, seemingly unperturbed by my sudden appearance. It's nice to see you again, Kevy. I'm just sneaking around. Don't mind me. I respond with a grin that holds an equal amount of warmth to his smile. Is this your new home? Is everything okay? This looks like concrete. This doesn't look like a villa.
The professor said I'd finish my coursework here. He thinks I'm talented, but I still have much to learn.
Who is the professor? As I move closer, I find that Kevy is holding a brightly colored bird in his hands.
I found it in the garden.
So I just took it. He pinches his talons and watches the bird struggle. Oh god, you're one of those.
If I break its wings, it can stay here forever.
No.
It will die very quickly, though.
No, Kevy, don't. Stop it. No. Have you been around Caleb? Don't do that.
The professor said if we damage the bird's neuromuscular system, it won't be able to fly, but it will believe it can.
No, Kevy. Little weirdo.
It'll get used to its life on the ground.
No.
The bird will then forget that it's supposed to fly.
Or it'll be depressed and just not eat. A bone-chilling voice tinged with childlike innocence sends shivers down my spine. Kevy, what the fuck? Jojo Potato and I on the same wavelength. He should have gone with Zayne. Poor Kevy. Who is the professor? What's he like?
I can't tell you. You're not my family.
Is Caleb the professor? Is he smart enough to be the professor? Family, huh? Do you remember Maya? After the fleet found you, did something happen? Can you tell me? Oh, it's WTF o'clock.
sister. She's dead.
Yeah.
The professor said it's wrong to be sad. I shouldn't be sad.
What the hell, man?
I'll have a lot of brothers and sisters. And I'll be strong.
I don't like where this is going. Everything you're saying is wrong.
I've always believed when you lose a loved one, you're supposed to be sad.
It's okay to be sad, yes.
But miss, I don't feel that way at all. Should I be sad?
You need a therapist? I can't help you with that. Kevy's fingers inadvertently relax. The bird uses this opportunity to flap its wings and soar into the sky. Get out of here and don't come back. Warn the other birds. He lowers his head, tears falling into his hand. A confused expression appears on his face again. I touch his shoulder, ready to speak comforting words, but a faint mechanical noise catches my attention.
System error. Attempting a second reboot. The primary personality is attacking the control program.
Okay. Were they both androids? My gaze flickers to a thin metal bracelet on Kevy's wrist that emits a faint blue light. Did they put like a chip in his brain?
No, no. It shouldn't be like this.
Are you okay? Can you hear me? What the fuck? No matter how many times I call his name, Kevy doesn't respond. He stands still.
I shouldn't be... I shouldn't forget.
His sentences are fragmented as if some program is taking over his mind. Ya think? Gee, what gave it away? The voice that came from his bracelet that said attempting to reboot? Did those drugs hit your brain that hard?
The chip. Rereading. Inputting memory.
In the blink of an eye, his gaze focuses on me again. Before he can wipe away his tears, he smiles at me and slowly shakes off my hand.
Miss, you're visiting me. That's good. It's time for you to go. The professor will be here soon.
My chest tightens all of a sudden. Is this what Viper wanted me to witness? Did he want me to see Kevy being manipulated to the point where his memories are being rewritten? And you see how it doesn't need to happen to you because you're just that dumb. Or maybe it is happening to you and that's why you are dumb. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You're also being rewritten. I'll give you that. Could the fleet be behind this? Or maybe... Someone's coming! As the sound of footsteps draw closer, I jump over the wall and hide in the bushes. Loudly.
Did something happen, Kevy?
Well, that's not Caleb.
It's nothing. The bird just flew away.
The composed, slightly exhausted voice speaks again.
I see you're struggling to restrain the fragmented consciousness that isn't yours. Those memories, emotions, and feelings don't belong to you. Don't let them consume you.
Then why does he have them? All of a sudden, the air goes still, then...
Was that girl, Mia, also part of your plan?
Oh, hi. The air is literally still, because Caleb can do that. My heart races all of a sudden. From just beyond the wall, I hear Caleb's voice.
She didn't show any signs of transformation, so why?
You're overthinking it.
Why is he here?
For normal people like her, we don't need to get too attached.
What the hell?
Letting your emotions run wild and blaming yourself for every little mistake, it will only hold you back.
Caleb is here? Yes. Yes. You said you heard his voice. It feels like I've been splashed with cold water or a cold chill runs down my spine as I try hard to stay calm. You need to get used to this shit.
How is everything going on your end?
How is everything, Caleb? Caleb?
We'll soon be done with cleanup. As for the salvaging process, we'll pick up the pace.
The plan will be starting again. You must ensure she doesn't interfere with it.
What plan? Yeah, Maya got murdered. Or Mia. One of them. She got murdered. Little baby girl.
Otherwise, I won't be able to keep this a secret for much longer.
What, the kid being overwritten by some fragmented memories?
She won't.
Stepping outside the gate to the garden, Caleb senses something. He stops in his tracks and turns around. All the windows lining the corridor reflect the reddish sunset as they converge at a single point.
What's the matter?
Oh, is that your face?
It's nothing.
You're talking about MC. Yep, I figured. The fleeting figure appears to be a trick of the light. He averts his gaze, observing the layers of fog.
If that day truly comes, and she discovers everything, I'll keep her hidden.
From him?
She'll be in a place where no one can find her.
No. No. No, Caleb. No. You're all insane. Despite my extended leave status, my urgent message doesn't raise any eyebrows among my colleagues in special operations. After requesting support regarding Kevy's condition, I also informed Captain Jenna of my deduction that the Spatium Core fragments had likely fallen into the Far Space Fleet's hands. In response, she repeatedly emphasizes Skyhaven's complex situation and would rather miss an opportunity than allow me to attempt a risky requisition mission. Should it come to that, I'll keep her hidden. No, you psycho. No. I will sick Silas on you. Don't make me. He's also crazy. So Xavier, I'll stick him on you. Zayne's boring. He's not going to do anything. Raphael's a literal god. Have fun with that. What is gravity going to do against a god? I love to see it. I promised multiple times not to act rashly. Soon enough, Andrew's search yielded preliminary results. Unsurprisingly, looking up Far Space Fleet and mind control chips gave no results. Of course, I understand. As I end the call, the clamor of traffic fills my ears. Above me, interwoven orbital tracks gleam like flowing streams of stars. Zayne's a serial killer too. I have not seen that. All I see is him being prepared for things. Baking food, jogging, making little snow things. I need Silas to kidnap the kid in MC Stat. Save the day, Silas, kidnap us. The bustling scenery around me feels surreal. The moment I stop focusing on work, my mouse is just itching to the side. All the thoughts I've been pushing down start to rise up. Dawnbreaker myth. All I have to say, I haven't gotten any of his myths. I got Xavier's, I got Raphael's, I got one of Silas's because I didn't have enough gems and I could only get one. Caleb wasn't just aware of Far Deepspace Fleet's actions, he also might have been involved in this scheme. He's involved. Here's reporting to the professor. He's involved. Stop giving him excuses because he's your childhood friend. God. That may have a rockin' bod. And a jiggly booty. He's involved. Hello, Raphael, baby. Can you pick me up ASAP? Bring the whale. Could his consistently vague whereabouts and highly classified cleanup be part of it? Why are these still questions? I feel like you've seen enough to put things together. And what happened to the siblings was definitely not an accident, as the professor claimed. You know, accidentally going septic. Dawnbreaker, I think, is one of the... I don't think I have his myth. One thing's for certain, even if Maya's death was an accident, the fleet deliberately took Kevy. I still need to finish doing Zayne's myth. Procrastinating, see? See? The fleet must have been using some kind of chip to control Kevy and Joseph. They probably have goals that extend beyond obtaining the Aether Core fragments. I lower my gaze and notice a metallic glint from my pocket. The necklace I have gifted Caleb still adorns my neck. Amidst the chaos of these past few days, I forgot to return it. In my coat's hidden pockets is a new stealth monitoring chip I bought from the Special Operations, just in case. Forgive me, Caleb. After a few minutes, I finally pull out my phone and dial Caleb's number. Goddamn. Don't hate the picture.
What's up?
The written stories in the dating section. Do I read those? Or do I just click through for the gems? I think I read Silas's. I definitely read Silas's and Xavier's. Raphael's I kind of skimmed. Zayne, I just don't remember, so probably not. Nothing really, just wanted to tell you my extended leave from the association is ending. I'll be heading back to Lycon soon.
Has the date already been set?
No, I've been in Skyhaven for a couple of days. It's been a couple of days. And got caught up in all sorts of things. I haven't had a chance to properly spend time with you. When will you be free? Is right now good?
Sure. I'm ready when you are. Do you have a place in mind?
A place with grilled cheese. I look up a nearby tower. The aerospace center looms over me, its spire piercing the sky. Moonlight gently shines over it. It used to be Caleb's stomping ground back when we worked at Deep Space Aviation. When he worked at the Deep Space Aviation Administration. The serene scene changes as holographic advertisement dances among the clouds. Head over to the Sunset Promenade? On the Aerospace Center's outer ring to witness a type... What? Oh, that's the ad. I thought she was giving him directions. I was getting lost. I heard there's a supernova today. It's not every day you get to see that, right? Let's check it out. And then she's gonna tag the thing with the bug and he's gonna find it. Because he not dumb. Annihilation. Whoa! Which one is it? Because there's a bunch of stars out here. Whoa! Stepping off the shuttle's platform, I see the scenery of the main island unfold before me. As night descends, the ring-shaped net encircling the tower glows like a planetary ring. Amidst the flowing lights of neon signs and holograms, people eagerly discuss the upcoming supernova they'll witness. Should you be wearing sunglasses?
What will happen to the big star, Mom?
The big star's already dead, sweetie. That's what they are.
Maybe they'll... I'm not sure. I'm sorry, honey.
They will fade from existence and will never be seen again. Anyway. A memory that lay dormant for so long awakens and envelops my thoughts. Envelope. Caleb, do you have another project?
My science teacher wants us to build models. Everyone's either doing the solar system or a black hole. It's boring.
What the fuck kind of school is this? That's intense.
Do you remember the supergiant Gran showed us? The one that's 2,300 light years away? Its supernova will be the one our generation has the best chance of witnessing firsthand. I want to see it.
Oh, I remember. Did she also use it as an example? She said that no matter what difficulties we face in the future, you should protect me. What? What's that got to do with a supernova? It's like how a ring system protects this planet.
Gran never said that, though. Are you just remembering what you want to hear again?
But she did say it.
Actually, Gran said that powerful stars are destroyed by forces from within. Meanwhile, fragile humans need to endure outside forces.
And then be obliterated by a supernova.
We don't need to face the future alone, though. It's like how planets and their ring systems are born together. They'll also fade away together.
Aren't the rings formed because floaty space stuff gets close to the planet but not close enough to fall in? And isn't there other planets involved in a gravitational force and it creates the ring or something? I don't know. I don't work at NASA. I just know people that do. I should ask. Hold on, I'm asking. What's the question? Let's see here. How are planetary rings formed? There we go. Let someone else do the work. And is it safe to look at a supernova? Will I go blind? She'll get back to me within 2 business days. I think they just sing, if you like it, then you better put a ring on it. And so a ring is formed. Ooh. I come to my senses. The place is crowded and everyone is trying to find the best spot on the sunset. Sneeze. Nope. Someone steps on my foot. As I try to step to the side, After they step on your foot, you don't kick them or anything. I lose my balance and stumble into an unexpected embrace.
Sorry for the wait.
Hey! A hand grabs my wrist. I look up and see Caleb's slightly amused expression. Caleb!
In Skyhaven, you can catch a glimpse of cosmic wonders every now and then. Though this is the first time I get to see a supernova.
But you're always in space, aren't you? I want to watch Gundam again.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, it's just I'm really disappointed in the person that you became. Here's your dog tag. Why is he acting like nothing happened? Why is it always so difficult to understand what he's thinking? Caleb grins and leans in.
Where'd you go today?
Where did she go today? Oh. Right.
This place is packed. Hold on tight. Don't get lost, Pipsqueak.
I'm not a little girl. Caleb, slow down. Saren, what's up? He grabs my hand and walks quickly, yet his grip is firm. It reminds me of when we were in school. He always held my hand like this back then. For a moment, I'm stunned. I start to question if the voice I heard this afternoon is really his. Hi, Caleb. How could Caleb change? No, he hasn't changed at all. If anything's different, it should not be him. As I watch him, a bizarre idea pops into my head for no reason? Is there something inside Caleb that's controlling him? Is it changing him?
Over here.
Maybe it's difficult to understand him because you don't ask the important questions. I mean... On the edge of the viewing platform, Caleb discreetly moves to stand behind me. He acts like a shield from the bustling crowd. He's also pressed up against you, but okay. Below the glass floor, clouds ripple like waves, while a hologram appears to start the countdown. We can see Skyhaven University's clock tower from here. And look at all those fighter jets over there.
Yep. With exams on the horizon, I bet a bunch of my juniors are preparing themselves for some serious cramming.
The last time I visited Skyhaven University was for your graduation. Time flies.
It sure does.
Yeah, and people change. Do you regret it? Caleb leans on the railing and turns to me and smiles.
Regret what?
Being admitted to Aerospace Academy and becoming those 1 in 10,000 deep space fighter pilots. I hesitate, unable to find the right words. You're on an entirely different path now. It wasn't the one you chose in the beginning. To be fair, Caleb is just as proficient and deliberate. What? Obfuscation? As Xavier.
Stuff changes all the time. It's fine. What about you? When you were a kid, you nagged me about using my evol to hold you up high. You even insisted I launch you into space.
That's not safe.
Do you still dream about exploring the universe?
She's been there already, I think. That's just nonsense kids say. Caleb raises his head. There's a fleeting sadness on his face. I almost wonder if I had imagined it.
Back at the shelter, I remember you said your home was beyond the stars. But we couldn't even get past the walls and barbed wire.
Was this an orphanage? Yeah, the teachers always said the outside world is dangerous. We were too little to go out. Caleb is good at not answering questions. Yeah, Xavier does do that. Not answer the questions. He just says something else. He's like, look at that. And never answers. It's fine after he came back from the dead. Though when you're cooped up in one place for so long, the outside world can be more appealing than ever. Yet all we can do was hang out on the rooftop and count the fighter jets flying past us. I once asked you about why they would crash, and if the old railroad by the shelter led us to the sea.
The fighter jets crashed because they got attacked by wanderers. As for that railroad, at the end of it is a patch of weeds.
They should probably fix the railroad.
We'll figure out everything about this world, one step at a time.
Really? I'm starting to think some people's hearts are more mysterious than the world itself. Like you, for example. You're a walking vault of secrets right now. I can't tell if my thoughts are written all over my face to the point where he can see everything. I'll look into his eyes and hope to receive an acceptable response.
Well, Pipsqueak, since you're interested in secrets, there is one thing.
Uh-huh. Which is... The noisy crowd suddenly falls silent and dazzling. Lights fade into the night. The hologram's light continues to glow like water. Only the countdown remains. He grins at me, his voice is serene as a passing flock of birds. Huh? That's serene?
It's starting.
A passing flock of birds? Did I read that right? The people around us look towards the sky, but his gaze remains fixed upon me. I almost lose myself in his eyes. Kind of looking like the supernova. After a moment, I find my voice and flash him a smile. Alright, close your eyes. I have a surprise for you. The flock of birds. That's serene. What if they're crows or ravens? Vultures! I pull out the necklace from my pocket and put it around his neck.
Who gives the same gift twice?
Exactly, you're just giving it back. Okay, but who lost the precious gift from others? You lost it. If it disappears again, there won't be a next time.
All right. I promise I won't lose it again.
Okay, whoa, music. Uh-huh. How sweet. A foreboding sign emerges and enters our vision. What? 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 Oh, comfy bed. The electromagnetic radiation from the supernova will persist for some time. Is that okay? You were outside in that, were you not? Were they behind glass? Did I miss that? To protect Skyhaven, a floating city powered by energy aerial shields have been activated above us. Okay. After we witness his brief brilliance, Probably going blind, like looking at an eclipse, but whatever. Night descends into the cityscape once more. Tonight, Caleb will go out again. According to him, Skyhaven's lockdown will be over soon, along with the cleanup. I say goodnight to him in advance, then I enter my bedroom, draw the curtains, and force myself to close my eyes as I rest on the bed. Then I pull out my iPad, and I'll listen to what he's doing. In these dark hours of the night, I eventually hear the door being pushed open. The faint sound of footsteps draws closer. Realizing it's Caleb, I keep my breathing steady, as if pretending to be asleep. A gentle touch lays on my forehead. Oh no! Oh, this is odd. You're supposed to be unconscious for this. He's gone. Why did Caleb... My mind is in turmoil. I press my hand against my chest, trying to stop my heart from pounding too quickly, and slowly get up. I look out the window and see the night scenery. Then, taking a deep breath, I activate the tracking feature on my hunter's watch. Target is being tracked. It seems Caleb hasn't discovered the tracker embedded in the necklace. With all these complex leads, only Caleb can unravel these mysteries, as he's burdened with countless secrets. We really need to start locking our door, right? Back to comfy bed. God, I love that bed. So, Rebecca. You just said we should start locking our door, but somebody else locked the door for us. When I try to leave, I notice the door doesn't budge. You jinxed us. It's your fault. We're trapped. Don't worry about that. Wink. The locked door or the forehead touch? What should we not be worried about? Did Caleb intentionally lock me in the house? I meant us, not him. I raise my gun and aim at the lock. Without a second thought, I pull the trigger. Are we fighting? Nope, covert operation. We're still going? Where is this? Flares illuminate the night sky. They're bright enough to make it seem like daytime. Meanwhile, destroyed streetlights sway in the wind. I should have been more specific. 2 to 3 story steel structures cast looming shadows on cracked pavements. A palette of dark, cold hues surrounds them. Are we still in Skyhaven? Because where is this? Why does it look like this? This looks like the N109 zone here. Amidst its desolation. The only source of vibrant color is the orange barricade tape. How can there be a place like this in Skyhaven? Oh, you followed him. Thick wild grass covers the ground, a testament to the years of having been abandoned. Yet these pieces of metal shine as if they're new. Beyond the bars of steel, the faint outlines of various aircraft hint at this place's history. The signal from the necklace abruptly vanishes here. There must be a signal jammer in the area.
Test site 5 has been cleared. We will now advance to the east zone.
Sneak! Sneak! They'll say it was the wind. Sneak!
Quickly now. They won't find us here.
And who's that? Every city has a projects. And that's very class MC. Well, I mean, Skyhaven just holds itself so high. You wouldn't think that there would be projects here. They would just send them to the actual projects instead of having their own version of the projects. Before I can react, I am pulled into a makeshift shelter made from discarded equipment.
It's just the rain. We need to keep moving.
Oh, nope, not the wind. It's the rain. I turn around and pull out my gun, only to see a young girl's face illuminated by the light reflected off a puddle. Crystals adorn her skin. She wears a thin dress, but she's unperturbed in such cold rain. In the distance, officers wearing Far Space Fleet uniforms move closer. They're armed and on high alert.
Isn't it weird how these monsters are getting more aggressive?
Because of deep space. That's what Caleb said. I shouldn't listen to him.
The contamination levels here are extremely high. They're practically indistinguishable from wanderers now. Stay frosty.
Did you really mean to say stay frosty? Stay frosty.
This batch of specimens is on the brink of transformation. Salvage value at 0%. Requesting confirmation to do the cleanup.
Okay, can I get more info dump? Specimens. Is she one of them? The crystalline growths on the girl's body are similar to Kevy's, but far more severe. She's almost completely transformed into one of the monsters from the N109 zone.
Hey, can you check if I'm still alive? Is my heart still beating?
Urging me, the girl grabs my hand and presses it to her chest. Don't touch it. I feel like that's a bad idea. I look down. A fist-sized cavity covered in crystals is in her chest. Within it are large crystal pulsates and eerie glow. And eerily glows in the place where her heart should be. What happened to you? Her skin, drained of all of its color as she stands in the rain, betrays the weight of her memories as she cowers.
As I was dying, someone whisked me away from the board and took off the white cloth on my face. They made a promise. After one experiment, I could live again. Who wouldn't want that?
But now you're living like this. As she speaks, the crystals creep further up her neck, yet she appears oblivious to them.
It's a shame. If I passed the test, I could have been the professor's daughter.
I don't think you want that. He's a weirdo. Curling up into a ball, she hides her face and muffles her sobs. The rain covers her anguish. The professor, he's the one who took in Kevy under the pretense of adoption.
Professor, who gave us a second chance at life. He's our father.
Now this is just getting way too weird. Now I know for sure he's the one walking next to Caleb at the villa. He's definitely involved in this experiment. He must have something to do with the Far Space Fleet. The lockdown and cleanup are just a cover. The fleet's true targets are these.
Power.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't touch her.
It's warm.
Yeah, you need to get out of there.
And you smell really nice.
You should leave. Lightning splits the sky, casting light on this narrow space. She stops sobbing. The girl raises her head, and I see her tear-streaked face. Click, the crystal falls. Those dark eyes are consumed. They're only empty eye sockets, reminiscent of eye holes on a mask.
Can I eat you?
No. I'm sorry, I have to decline. Is that okay? And just like that, it became love in deep crystals. She seems to lose consciousness, but her cold fingers grab my wrist.
Your strength. Give it to me.
No! This is very Attack on Titan. No! This is where the story goes hard left. Sensing her abnormal strength, I swiftly pull back, use the momentum to throw the girl off balance, and force her to fall to her knees. So now we got crystal zombies? Or is she gonna turn into a wanderer? Because we can keep it crystal zombies. The single moment calls me, a sharp pain shoots up from my knee. The crystal spikes protruding from her shoulders pierce my left leg. My blood mixes with the rain.
I said you should let me eat you.
That's not what you said. You asked me if you could eat me, and I said, no thank you. And now you're mad that I said no. Which is not okay. No is a complete sentence. I gave you my answer, and you should respect it. I bet you hate cats. As if a silent signal has been given, several figures emerge from the shadows and stagger toward me. Oh my god, it is a zombie horde. Ryan. Oh, you can't. Never mind. Call for Caleb. Bat crystals have almost engulfed every part of their bodies. They're barely recognizable as humans from their outlines. The crackling sound of burning flesh resounds in my ears again. Their silhouettes blur with the ones I remember from the M109 zone. No, those things are already here. You're all here for the Aether Core? As I close in, I have no choice but to fight through the pain. I push the girl away. Holding my gun, I struggle to stand. Bullets cut through the rainfall and pierce the legs of two figures at the front of the group. Makes me miss our locked bedroom. However, they don't stop. I don't think consent to be cannibalized is something that matters right now. I was just pointing out what she said. Because she did ask me, which I said no, and then she's acting like I told you to let me. It's like, that wasn't what happened, ma'am. That wasn't the events. Let's make sure the events are straight. You asked me and I said no. Gritting my teeth, I aim for the shoulders of those people. Another shot rings out and the girl's twisted convulsions come to an abrupt stop. But I didn't pull the trigger. The figure before me, similar to how a wanderer disintegrates after death. So, is this their final form, creepy zombie crystal people? Because I kind of want creepy zombie crystal people. Hi, Caleb.
I found the missing specimens.
Never mind.
Stop them.
That's not Caleb. Several lights shine harshly, and I hear the synchronized sound of guns being drawn. A bullet whizzes past my ear, yet those people who have been shot multiple times continue to lunge at me. Ah, there we go. Amidst the howling winds, the space in front of me distorts. A vortex appears, sucking in and tearing apart 2 or 3 looming figures. What was that? That's Caleb. The rain stops and literally stops. And the smoke from guns and crystal particles appear to be suspended in time. Through the veil of raindrops, an indifferent face gradually comes into focus. Raindrops are deflected away. Hey, Caleb! Frozen in place, I don't know if I should call out his name.
What are you doing here?
My leave is ending soon, so I thought I'd say bye. I should be the one asking you that. Okay. I bite my lip before speaking in a more serious tone. Those monsters and wanderers are exactly what you're cleaning up, right? He takes a step forward and seizes my wrist with a lot of strength.
Now do you see? In this world,
Skyhaven?
there will always be people who want your power.
Oh, well then. In a dance of light and shadow, his expression remains indiscernible. And before I can open my mouth, the cries of wanderers fill the air. I wanted them to stay as zombified crystal people. Hey, Caleb, I want cuddles from my big brother. Hey, I want you to carry me out of here like I'm a princess. I avert my gaze. The remaining figures struggle against the vortex, and the metaflux slowly dissipates. As the wind screech, the energy particles coalesce into a large wanderer. Oh, great. It roars before advancing towards Caleb. Caleb, be careful! Look out!
You're the one who needs to be careful.
It's literally after you. MC, it's after me. With a stern expression, he grabs my shoulder and pulls me behind him.
Are you trying to prove you're strong enough to trespass into restricted zones by yourself at night?
Did you not get stabbed in the... She got stabbed in the leg, right? Did we forget that?
You should only do that sort of thing when you're not throwing yourself into danger.
That's all she fucking does, Caleb. And she's awful at it every time. She's not getting any better. I don't know where she's putting her stats. But it's not in anything useful. Oh, God. Not her with the matching uniform. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Please do this without me, because I don't remember how to do this on emulator. Oh, let me... Oh, ooh, it's gold! Oh, it looks cool!
Keep trying to pull you in.
Ooh!
Be careful.
It got a wheel thing in the back. Oh, it's tracking you. You should dodge.
Smart. Now I can relax a little.
It hit itself.
A routine attack. Time to change our strength.
Should look out for that. Oh,
It's only
no.
got half its health left. You want to do a competition? Wait for my signal. Fire. Now's our chance to strike. Can't hold on for much.
What in the world?
Once we take up the gravitational core, it won't stand a chance.
Eat this.
Start firing now.
Ooh, big gun.
Wrong one. You want... Step back. Keep yourself safe. You can't time to play peekaboo with the rock spikes. Hide behind it. If you get hurt, smart. Now I can relax a little.
She's fine.
Is it charging up for an attack? You should think before target has entered the containment zone.
Pursuing target.
Oh, this is another one. Okay, jeez.
Positions locked. Fire.
You guys are just using technology.
Sometimes I wish you'd let
And
me
I
be.
think she's not gonna make it.
I won't let you get played.
I do not remember
Go back
how
to
to
the
do
pit you
this.
came from.
Time to play peekaboo with the rock spikes. Hide behind it.
Requesting ambush.
It's okay. You still have me. Start firing now. You and I are going
They
to...
were really spamming those moves. Jeez. We don't even know what the FMC does other than resonate. That's true. Yeah, there's more? The fleet ship cruises smoothly in the night sky, I assume night sky, as it's currently on autopilot. It resembles a colossal beast lurking in the night. How would you know from the inside? But whatever. Outside the porthole, hehe, an endless stream of stars flickers in the shimmering wave of lights. And the aircraft... Jeez, that was loud. Good lord. The aircraft cabin, Caleb puts me on the bed. Retrieving a first aid kit, he sets it down and carefully removes the bloody fabric from my knee. Under the harsh light, blood continues to flow. His gloves are dyed in the bright crimson. I look away. Should probably, like, just cut off the bleeding somehow. That'd be nice.
Does it hurt?
She's juggling 5 guys. It gotta be hard work. That is what she does.
Are you mad at me?
No. You should be. As I hear him take out the medicine and equipment stim pack, I start to turn around, but then his hand covers my eyes. A fine needle pricks my skin, and the searing pain instantly dissipates. Not really. They kind of mind, but they don't mind. They mind about certain ones, it seems like. I feel like Kayla would mind Zayne. I raise my head and look into his eyes. Hey. The explosion in the Cascade districts was just a convenient excuse to justify the cleanup. Then there's Kevy and Mia. Well, I didn't click. What? What have you been doing behind my back? Caleb wipes away the blood from my knee and disposes of the syringe. He retrieves a surgical skin stapler. Ah.
What do you think could have happened if I hadn't been there tonight?
She would have been eaten. And not in a fun way. Click, the surgical skin stapler leaves behind a faint mark.
I can't bear going through the same pain again. Or do you want me to re-experience that loneliness because I left you?
Is this gaslighting? This is gaslighting, you little bitch.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger anymore.
But that's all she does, and she's bad at it. Click, his fingers touch the stitched area and wipe away the tiny droplets of blood.
Whether those people live or die tonight, it doesn't matter anymore. Anyone who dares to wield power that isn't theirs must pay the price.
Ew, this sounds like the D&D campaign I'm in. Wielding power that's not yours, you're gonna pay the price with your life. And fuck your mom who didn't notice that you were kind of fucked up in the head to begin with.
The explosion was just an opportunity for the fleet to intervene. You arrived in Skyhaven at the wrong time.
How is MC the bad guy when you didn't tell her you were alive, my guy? Exactly, didn't even send a letter. Or a text. A picture. Through a text. He's not answering her questions. So what have you been doing behind my back? Do you want me to feel loneliness again? Great relationship. This is Yep. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Would anything change?
Who's this guy, Xavier?
Would it even make a difference?
Hey, I forgive Xavier because Xavier is like 3,000 years old or something. And it's a prince, so it's fine. Xavier has his reasons. This guy's just being a jerk. Alright, is he still not answering, by the way? I'm just ranting. He sits down to surgical skin stapler and bandages my wound. Then he calmly meets my gaze. Gonna answer? So you kept me in the dark to stop me from doing anything. Did you really think I wouldn't question such protection? Caleb remains silent. I lick my dry lips. I'm also dehydrated. Suddenly tired of arguing with him. Fine. What's your fleet ship plans? I'll leave.
No, you won't.
No. That's like the one straight response we got. I'm leaving. No, you're not. Excuse me? Yes, I am. Answers with questions and other questions.
Since you managed to escape once, we'll be going somewhere else.
No. Still no. He lifts his hand and cups my cheek. Oh god, what in the what pad? Yet his fingers are freezing cold.
I will protect you.
This is not how you do it, buddy. Pardon them, moi. Right? Yeah, nah, mate. I love how we're all like, no.
Until everything is resolved, I need to make sure you're safe and sound.
No, I don't even think Silas would do this. Run.
Who knows? But since he ordered us to take good care of her, she's probably not a nobody.
With the mission over, Caleb takes me to the special care unit on the Far Space Fleet ship. I can't even step outside of it. The walls, as white as snow, are adorned with all sorts of medical devices, their multicolored indicator lights dancing incessantly. Control-Alt-Delete. I don't know his rationale or how exactly I'm being kept here, though. I couldn't care less right now.
Maybe she's also getting sent to Colonel.
Reboot that ninja. We gotta find his reboot button somewhere. Maybe the back of his neck. Just hit it real hard with a bat.
How is she?
The medical examination is done. We're just waiting for the analysis. But because of the rain, the equipment indicates her vital signs are abnormal.
There's no way rain does that. If rain affects your equipment like that, it's bad equipment and bad environments. You need to make a room that isn't affected by rain. She's just abnormal in general, but whatever. Yeah, say it's the rain. Fine, you're an idiot.
Colonel, who's the injured?
An important target for observation. Is there a problem?
He'll malfunction.
No, I was just curious. I've never seen her before, so...
Do some Syscon? He'll malfunction? I look at the blue and white medical gown I'm wearing. It's ironic I got labeled as a target for observation. The conversation draws to a close and is replaced by the sound of familiar footsteps getting closer. I return to the bed and lie down as if I haven't heard them speak. Of course you have. Of course he knows you have. Again, you're bad at this. The door opens silently and Caleb walks in. The room lights adjust with every step.
Morning.
Hi. As he nears the bed, the room brightens as if to imitate the breaking dawn. Got it. He pulls up a chair and sits down.
How are you feeling?
You kidnapped me. I don't want to respond to you. Shoot. Oh. Disgusted.
We're in a bit of a stalemate, huh?
I want grits. Caleb taps a vital signs monitor on the wall and various data values appear in midair. My heart rate, my breathing rate, everything but my current mental state is right in front of him. Caleb, I need to leave. We were supposed to not speak, but whatever.
You'll be out of here soon enough.
I don't like that. He meets my gaze, his words seemingly admonishing me. When?
Depends on when your vital signs return to normal.
They won't? Because I'm abnormal. Since last night, I've heard the same response 3 times in a row. Or 3 times now. A question takes hold of me. It sends a shiver down my spine. Caleb. It's been a while since I said his name like that. Touch, Caleb, gaze finally finds mine.
Yes?
When you made me take that cold medicine that night, it wasn't just because you were concerned about my health, right? It's because you wanted me to sleep.
You already figured out everything, right? Aren't I pathetic?
Is that really everything? The pills? The pills weren't the big thing. The pills were not... That wasn't hard to put together. It's not a big... It's like... Okay. Ask. And all this is just an excuse. You never planned to let me go since the beginning. Hey. Hey. Oh, whoa. What'd she throw? I had enough of him not telling me the truth. I take a cup from the table and throw it at him. The cup collides with his body and then shatters into pieces.
Did that help you calm down?
No, I want to break more things, especially since you're acting like it didn't do anything. I'll just break more shit. The water droplets fall and drench his immaculate uniform, yet his gaze remains unfazed. The person before me stays composed. The Caleb I once knew is gone.
Get some rest. It'll help you relax.
Silas, get me out of here.
I'll check in on you later tonight.
I prefer your kidnapping. At least it was straight up kidnapping. You didn't hide it from me. Who's gonna save me? It's Zayne. Who got me? Groggy, I open my eyes again. The world outside has already descended into darkness. A few lights twinkle like fireflies in the heavy mist. I swear, the things they come up with. Can we call Silas now, please? Where's my dragon daddy and his black card? Oh, especially that black card. Need that. You could buy a ship to get you out of here. I sit up and scan my surroundings, belatedly recognizing I'm not at home. Did you forget? You good? This looks like Fallout. Everything that has led up to this moment feels like a surreal dream. The lights? I whip my head around and look out the window again. I can't clearly see what's outside, but in the mist, there are outlines of tall buildings. Since Caleb wants to take me back to HQ, it seems the Far Space Fleet ship has landed. It's a starship that spends most of its time in the sky, and it always doesn't touch the ground, so...
What's wrong? Where does it hurt?
I feel cold for some reason. My head's spinning. I can't see anything.
Hold on. I'll call for the doctor.
In one swift move, I pick up her limp body and place her on the bed and tuck her in. Sorry. A real baby daddy has henchmen. Caleb, you won't get away with this. After putting on the nurse's face mask and uniform, yeah, there's no way my girl is getting out because she is black. And I highly doubt there's a lot of black nurses here. In a place like Skyhaven? Yeah, right. Girlie, you're not getting that far. Several officers wearing uniforms approach me. I lower my gaze and walk past them. But before I can breathe a sigh of relief, a voice calls out to me.
Excuse me, nurse.
How can I help you? I turn around and make sure I don't stutter as I speak. A fleet officer walks up to me. He frowns as he gives me a once-over.
You're heading toward the armory. Why does a nurse need to be there?
I'm sorry, I thought the pharmacy was this way. I calm down and lie to him without missing a beat. If only you can do that all the time. I guess the person who gave me directions misunderstood my question. Fortunately, this explanation seems to have fooled him. He nods and points to the corridor in the opposite direction.
The pharmacy is over there. The armory is a restricted area, so you shouldn't be wandering around.
Okay, thank you, sir. I haven't even taken a few steps when that fleet officer calls out to me again.
Wait.
Is there something else you need?
You have stabilizers there, right?
He grabs 3 syringes from a box on the cart and shows me the number on his chest.
I'm taking some with me. Write it down on the list later.
He finally vanishes after making a turn around a corner, and my heart finally relaxes. What did he mean by stabilizer? A tranquilizer to knock you down. Out. Whatever. I pick up a syringe from the box and turn it over to look at its label. Cybizin? Cybizin? It can be used to combat emotional outburst tranquilizer. Enhance cognitive functions and help patients stabilize their mental state. Only those with Turing chips may use this. This drug should not be used daily.
You planted a mind control device in me. It's that chip.
Oh, yeah.
The chip. Rereading. Inputting memory.
That fleet officer must also have one. An absurd thought pops into my head. If chip implantation is common in the fleet, then Caleb must have gotten it too. The fact that you're still making excuses. Also, I thought we landed. Why are we in the sky again? In that case, maybe everything he's done so far wasn't of his volition. The Rashismo won't be a problem. It's the dumbassery. The dumbassery, got it. Race won't be a problem. It's the fact that she's dumb. It's gonna be the problem. Could the changes in his behavior be related to the Turing chip? Turing chip. For a moment, I can't tell if I'm onto something or trying to excuse his action for the umpteenth time. A few meters away, a large door suddenly opens. I hear a very familiar voice speak.
Journal.
Keep walking. My heart skips a beat. I retreat and hide in a corner of the corridor. Before I can see who's with Caleb, however, he turns. His back blocks my view.
I heard you'll lead the fleet on a patrol through the depths of the deep space tunnel in 3 days.
Oh, he's taking you to deep space.
The Fountain of Atay is about to enter its next phase. A banquet will be held in your honor before you leave.
I can't attend the celebratory banquet anyway. I have some personal matters to deal with.
The higher-ups gave the order. You shouldn't ignore them.
I feel like he ignores them anyway. Caleb doesn't speak for a moment before he responds in a lower voice.
Speculating on other people's thoughts isn't my forte. And since I've taken your place, I can order you to leave. Now.
Caleb reaches out and presses the sensor on the wall. The door rises. The man grunts as he leaves.
Come here.
In the empty corridor, Caleb suddenly turns around and looks to where I'm hiding. I freeze and don't move. A few seconds later, a shadow looms over me and grabs my wrist. I swear.
Playing hide and seek now? Did you really think you wouldn't be noticed?
I mean, I definitely mentioned it.
There are eyes in every nook and cranny. Does it look like you can escape?
You were brave enough to bring me to HQ. That means no matter who's suspicious of me, you'll have my back, right? He stares at me for a long time, and then he laughs. For some reason, an ominous feeling washes over me. Why does Caleb sound like he's about to commit a crime against a nurse? I feel like he definitely has. Let go of me.
You want to go home, right? I'll take you there now.
I want Silas to pick me up. I would have Xavier pick me up, but I feel like he can't drive. Same with Raphael. Zayne has a car. From the Far Space Fleet's headquarters to his home, Caleb remains silent. Click, the door is now locked. Is this what you meant by safe and sound? Lowering his gaze, he says nothing. Following his gaze, I find the wound on my knee that has reopened.
Doesn't it hurt?
You didn't answer the question! Answer my question first, Caleb. He suddenly picks me up and walks into the living room. So how does this develop into a relationship? There's a bunch of trust issues here. Xavier will come with his lightsaber drawn, ready to play Fruit Ninja with Caleb's body. Oh, Xavier. My favorite.
Sit first. We need to tend to your wound.
Kick him. Kick him.
Colonel ordering me around, or is Caleb worried about me?
Do you remember that injured cat you brought back home? Back when we were kids?
I'm not really feeling Caleb right now.
We kept it in the backyard.
Same.
But that cat always kept trying to run away before it fully recovered.
I'm surprised it stayed. In the backyard. A cat? You're right. I'm trying to make sure my cat is scared that she's afraid of the door. She's always going toward it. Like, no, you can't be going outside. People will run you over because you're kind of dumb and ballsy. She fights vacuums. She'll try to fight a car. Can't have her out there.
I don't want to listen to this.
Oh, pulling the Silas with your
evil.
evol. Already went through this with Silas.
I got a collar with a bell. I put it on the cat. That way, it couldn't escape without being noisy. If I had that kind of bell right now...
Oh, that... Where's the injury?
I should make you wear it, right?
Fine, I'll let you do what you want. No. Both of these responses are bad. We were warned about this in the trailers. There were trailers?
Is this how you'll protect me? I just need to be glued to your side?
I know, it's unfair. But...
A Fitbit?
Because of that monster, your wound is infected. Is there truly a way for you to run around without getting injured?
Honestly, I don't know.
Are you still the Caleb who confronted danger with me? I've had enough of your protection.
I know he's crazy, but he is hot right now. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, deep breaths, buddy. Elsewhere.
If being with me only brings you pain, then just put up with this for 3 more days.
What are you going to do?
Tie up loose ends.
Where's the get away from me
And
option?
then all of this will be over. I just need 3 days.
You're not getting 3 days. Oh, never mind. He got 3 days.
Out in the field, confirm the lockdown will be lifted after being in effect for weeks. The Force-based fleet assures everyone that the explosion in the Cascade District will not happen.
After all this is over, the fleet will return to the deep space tunnel. You'll be safe, for now.
In other words, you'll just disappear again and not even say anything?
Really, girl?
I'll be gone. Aren't you happy that you won't have to see me then?
You were kidnapped by him? Did you forget that?
I'm about to leave. It'd be nice if we had a meal together.
So, I have to listen to the Colonel even when it comes to eating and drinking now?
You can be mad, but don't let it affect your health.
I'm not mad.
Growing up, we knew each other so well. Better than most, even.
He
I could
kidnapped
see through
you.
your lies when you'd blink. Bite your lip, and I could tell you were upset.
Oh my god. Ebony, are you a Yandere? Me? No. Nah, not me. I'm not, but I do appreciate his looks. Ooh, this part. What about this part?
In that case, tell me, what am I thinking about right now? I wonder, how did you turn into someone I hardly recognize?
Oh, I know. You're thinking some chip got put into my brain, right? And now I'm no longer who I used to be?
Did think that.
What if I told you I was always like
Ew,
this?
ew.
Your life has threats around every corner.
What's happening?
The people who are after your power,
Wait.
who want to hurt you,
Why are you
they
over
shall
me?
just disappear. You're only safe when you're by my side.
I'd rather face danger head on than safely live like this. I don't need you.
The hard plane of his chest.
You don't need me? Is that what you think?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. What do you need? You can tell me. We can return to Lincoln if that's what you want.
That's not me.
If you want to return to the past, we'll rebuild our old house and move in together.
That fucking apple, right?
And if one house is
Ooh, apple.
I'll build you a whole maze. I'll decorate it with everything you could ever want. It will be the most beautiful, stunning garden you've ever seen.
Silas can afford all of that.
No one will be able to find you ever again. I'll protect you forever.
That's the bad part.
Caleb, you can't just... You're very important to me.
Still?
And no one could ever replace you.
Still? You sure? We got 4 other options. What is going on?
I held myself back and endured day after day after day.
What?
It was
What?
suffocating.
Huh?
But now, I'm tired of playing these games.
What games? Huh? What is... Oh, is that the outfit I'm wearing? Why are we wearing shoes in the house? I need Silas, right? Silas! I found Caleb again, yet the familiar person from my memories has been eaten away by some indescribable hidden pain, huh? Only fragments remain. The night sky above Skyhaven is clear, but all its secrets are somewhere in the bottomless, unfathomable depths of his eyes. The night before he left, I dreamed about our childhood. I dreamt of Caleb and me running down the streets, skipping class. You skip class? My daddy would beat me. Oh, I got an answer about planetary rings. Usually planetary rings form from the disruption of nearby satellites and smaller bodies. So there's that. AKA, it gets too close to larger planets and it gets shredded, but it's still being researched. Oh no, they're still looking into why. It gets too close to larger planets and it gets shredded. Huh. Caleb needs to call Silas on how to be threatening hot, not threatening creepy. Caleb's probably the poor friend in the group. We have a god, a dragon. A foreseer? Oh, it's probably Zayne. I know nothing about that yet. And a crown prince. Okay, girl, catch you later. Ha! Serene, you stayed long enough for the creepy stuff. But thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your night. I guess it depends on how far this is the supernova one. I guess it depends on how far the star is from you. That's going to be the supernova. If it was close enough to have radiation, probably shouldn't be safe. And I dreamt of the day when we held hands and became a part of each other's lives. Can we not go back?
Remember this. From now on, I'll always be by your side.
No, thank you. You don't have to. An alien crown prince. A very hot alien, though. If the sun went supernova, we would be blind, but also dead. Obviously. The sun's really big. It's super close. Wait, is the supernova just a star blowing up? Oh yeah, we'd be dead. I think our solar system is done. I think we'll be dead before we're blind. Or we'll be blind before we're dead. Wouldn't matter, we would be dead. But no thank you, Caleb.
It's okay. I'll always be there
No,
for you. And I won't hurt you.
Nah, that's a lie. No. No, thank you.
Why are you crying here by yourself? Who bullied you? It's okay. I'll avenge you.
No, thank you. Freaky girl's got Xavier's measurements out there. Measurements? Poor Kay.
Hold my hand. You won't have to worry about losing your way when I'm here.
You lost your way, sir. The way has been lost. The contrail? Left by the fleet ship splits the sky. It's like a line between dreams and reality. Rays of light pierce the clouds and bring the world back to a new sunny day. I wonder how they get the guy's measurements. Like, where's the facts? Maybe he mentions it just offhand. On the runway, fleet ships are ready and waiting for their colonel to give the signal. It feels like whenever we say, why are you here even saying goodbye? Just leave. Why is this happening? Math proportions and scaling. Well, in that case, it'd be similar for all the dudes. But that's a lot of assumptions being made about one's measurements. Point is, that alien is packing. It could be the fact that he's alien. It's just automatically packing. It feels like whenever we say goodbye, I'm always sending you off.
I guess it won't be a painful experience this time.
Why are we even here? Let him go. Bye. His hand moves, probably to ruffle my hair, but he hesitates. His arm soon falls to his side. Still.
All right. I'll be going now.
Bye. See ya. Lower my head, a lump forming in my throat. Why?
Make sure you eat on time. Look after yourself.
Don't worry, Zayne handles that. Kilo turns around, his back disappearing as he gets further and further away. The fleet ship takes off and disappears into the sky, becoming specks in the distance. Oh, this is comfy.
I was so bored without you. I almost became a shriveled up peach.
I got kidnapped by my best friend from childhood. So I'm sorry you were bored.
By the way, Jenna mentioned you were at Sky Haven for a wedding. But what kind of wedding lasts that long?
Oh, you know, my old friend is...
My boss is calling. Let's catch up later.
I end the call and put my phone back to my pocket. That's when I notice there's a strange object in it. When did this... I get a closer look under the sun. It's an old yellow piece of paper with a kid's handwriting. Forgiveness coupon for Caleb, valid for 100 years. Are you kidding me? That's not going to work. A forgiveness coupon from childhood will not work when you tried to kidnap me, okay? And lock me away, never to be seen again. It's invalid. You committed a crime, bud. Holding it, I feel a wave of sadness, like bubbles ready to burst, erupt from the depths of my heart. Caleb, you dummy. You're a dummy if you're gonna forgive this. I can't figure out what's real or fake with Caleb. But what I know for sure is that this person who's important to me, for some reason still, I don't want to lose him a second time. Oh my god. Far Space Fleet has the core fragment, and with that, chapter on the explosion incident draws to a close. However, Maya's fate is enshrouded in mystery, and Kevy's future is uncertain with that chip. This isn't an ending, but the beginning of another story. An invisible web has been cast, with the Aether Core acting as a lead ball. Or lead ball. As a result, it has created a gravitational field that has just... oh my goodness. That's as strong as a black hole. Ugh. Ever since the Far Space Fleet... the Far Space Fleet myself, who knows how many more pieces are being pulled in. Either way, they're slowly or quickly rolling into a void. The Turing chip, the fountain of Ate, the patients that turn into monsters via experiments. Everything seems to lead back to one source, the professor who's lurking in the shadows. It's because he's hot. If he was ugly, this would be a different story. It's like Logan from Sandrock. It's okay that he was a bandit because he's hot. He could be a criminal because he's hot, but when that dude from Portia was a criminal, it was not okay because he was not hot. And he should have been in jail for way longer. In the heart of Skyhaven's main island, opposite of Aerospace Center, are rows and rows of new buildings that popped up recently. Inside one of them, the researchers are scurrying around with papers and walking into different labs. They're preparing to announce the biggest breakthrough of the century, so there's no room for mistakes. Caleb silently stands in the elevator as it climbs to a non-existent floor that can only be accessed with special clearance. The door slides open. He walks down the gray corridor and towards an arched door. A device with a faint green light scans his eyes. Then the door quietly opens before him. A scene unfolds. It's vastly different from the dull gray white of his surroundings earlier. A seemingly endless expanse of lush green trees stretches out under a glass dome. Its shiny silver roof. Oh, this is nice. Ew.
We went ahead and recycled those.
Ruined it. Ruined it.
Then we paid the N109 zone a visit.
You.
Info on Anikainen.
Hey, it's hands off on Anikainen. Actually, you know what? Fuck with them. Do it. Go on. I want to see.
Our Skyhaven gig is almost over. Where's our next stop? We practically spoiled Ever, and those old people in the fleet were like their personal hitmen.
Does he ever stop talking?
Why is a child here?
Don't think I won't beat you up because you're a kid.
Punch him.
You two, stop arguing. The professor said we're family, and families are all about love and kindness.
Is that the girl? No, that can't be her. Viper leans against a massive tree. He puts his hands behind his head as he grumbles to himself. So what's your rank now? What do you mean rank? I'm level 80. The other two are sitting nearby, a little boy and a girl wearing a black dress.
Where's Mr. Overprotective? Did he check in on his little hunter girl again? Healthy relationships are ideal, but the twisted ones, that's where the drama... Ah!
See, when Viper is calling you out, you know you're wrong. On the guys, 60-ish with Xavier, Zayne, and Raphael. Like 58 with Silas. And like 8 with Caleb. I think. Before you can even finish, his head is made to spin 180 degrees. He finds himself staring into that brooding gaze. What's more frightening is that this person is genuinely smiling at him.
Your attempts to mess with me are lacking in creativity.
Where's the professor?
Inside. And can't you at least put my head back in place before you go?
He snapped his neck? Well, he's like a robot, so whatever. A small mechanical bug flies in. It perches on his finger for a second before darting into the vegetation.
14 years ago, Josephine and her team defected. They kept quiet about that kid being the best test subject. The Gaia Research Center was destroyed during the Chronorift catastrophe, and then the N-109 zone took over.
Yeah, aren't we lucky?
With Onikinus and those gangs around, retrieving their old experimental data and equipment is not an easy thing.
Yeah, fuck with them. Do it.
Josephine and her researchers have been using fake names for years and kept this achievement of theirs a secret. But our investigation has paid off. Not to mention, Josephine and her traitors got what they deserved.
That means you found the child who disappeared back then.
Oh my god, you're like a teenager. Ugh.
From what we've seen and how she's been acting, her powers haven't activated yet.
The man with salt and pepper hair glances to the side. The youngster has entered the room.
Compared to that broken thing, I'm a weapon perfectly primed forever.
Caleb calmly looks up at... No. He looks up and stares at the hologram in the air. It displays a massive hospital ward. Zayne! In the darkness, there's a figure who's barely visible.
I've been waiting for many years.
The man on the hospital bed finally peeks out of the gloom. Half of his face is on the thinner side. His skin is so pale that it's almost transparent, and his voice carries the weight of pure fatigue.
So, don't make me wait anymore.
Of course.
After the man mentions a few key points, Caleb nods and walks into the lush green scenery. All is quiet. Then Professor Lucius raises his head and his gaze fixed on a hologram materializes in midair.
The Fountain of Atay will be put into motion, and Ever will soon reveal its revolutionary vision to the world.
Oh, to be forever young, like it was in the past? To never grow old again? Because it's like the Fountain of Youth? Using her? Like it did in the past? Is that what's happening?
We'll track down the missing child, but now isn't the best time.
There's no need to track her down. She'll come to you, because she just does that. He glances at the figure who has long vanished into the verdant vegetation, his gaze lingering on his right arm. There beneath the surface lies the price Caleb paid to be brought back to life.
At least it will be before he becomes completely useless.
Ah. Human body is far too fragile. Well then. By surrendering warmth and sensation, even the simplest modifications can transform flesh and bone into unyielding machinery. Electric currents will course through the neural network, numbing everything, taking control of everything, until they completely replace him, turning him into a weapon perfectly crafted for the task. The old man smiles at the thought. Okay, so we're basically gonna be banging a machine? He's a literal sex toy? He looks forward to the day it happens. In a forest where shattered stars rest, a crystalline pool appears as if infused with the wine of life. It's clear yet murky. Oh, good, it's not automatic. In the forest where shattered stars rest, it's the same thing. Young traveler, do not drink from it. Lost lover, do not drink from it. But when flowers wither in their sleep, when the winds fall silent, when the vigilant owl closes its eyes. Only then can you drink deep of these waters, the fountains of Ate. Let the dead sing, O fountain of Ate, cleanse my time, nourish my flesh, spare me from the loneliness of eternal rest. Fountain of youth. Spare me from the loneliness of eternal rest. Like it was in the past. And what's it called? You guys ready for the secret times when Caleb chokes us with his mechanical arm? Oh, I did see a picture with him and a mechanical arm. I do remember those. Get out of here. I don't want to see you. Absolutely not. Shoo. Shoo. Leave. Hello. Boop.
It's said you grow a little taller every time you stretch.
What? You are way too dumb.
Are you checking my temperature? I don't have a fever.
You are adorable and dumb. You look really nice. And twirl for me. Twirl. Spin. Let me think about it. Is he still thinking? Oh, I was expecting a response. Where is it? Date? Oh, yeah. 68, 60, 60, 56, 8. Kayla, you're about to stay there. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to remember. How do I get to... Is it falling for you? So I don't have... Yeah, I got none of him. Why does he have so many? I definitely don't have that one. Your side. Oh, hey, his myth. Did I unlock something? What? Doesn't it? Oh, hey, I unlocked something. Look at that. I'm just trying to see what I have here. I got his myth. Oh, Zayne. That's the one I'm pretty sure I don't freaking have. Snow's Embrace. Yeah, I don't have... I have none of these. I'm just not collecting these. I have not been lucky enough. Apparently he's a foreseer. I guess he sees the future. But how long has this stream been going? No, almost 3 hours. Yep, this is a good time to cut it, especially after all that. I am exhausted. Good lord, the gaslighting, the excuses. He's apparently a machine. A literal sex toy. Okay. So it's not a chip in his brain, he's the chip. I know there's gonna be lots of angst with Caleb's story, but so far, he's last on my list. Yeah, I think he moved last on my list too. Congratulations, Zayne, you're no longer last, because you're not horrible, you're just boring. But that's it for today's stream. I'll be cutting it here. Thank you for watching, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the likes. Next stream will be on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Might go back to Coral Island. Maybe more of Love Deepspace because why not?
I heard a new barbecue restaurant opened up nearby. Let's eat there when you aren't busy.
He is adorable. This is adorable. Raphael's still last on my list, but Caleb's right before him. Damn, what did Raphael do? Once again, stream again Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with all that being said, have a good night, and I will return on Friday.